What's going on? So I made a video putting together the halibut test rig, um, common mode um, current test rig. So my GoPro messed up here and there, and so I'm going to try to piece this video together. It gets out of focus. I'm going to add some photos of the work. This is the test rig here. I'm going to add some photos within the video, I guess, showing some close-ups, I guess, of some of the, I guess you could see it here too. But yeah, putting this together, and there's a lot of me rambling on. My GoPro started to overheat. I think one of my batteries started to get fat. But yeah, it was all filmed on my GoPro, so it is what it is. I'm not a videographer, but so I hope you enjoy the video. How you doing? Guy, K1SUF, Suffo. Some people call me Suffo. Used to play in a band called Suffocation. Anyway, this is something I got in the mail from Halibut Electronics. It's called the Common Mode Current Choke Test Rig. In the form that I bought it, you have to solder on all the parts. It's $59 like this from Halibut. Or you can buy it already assembled for $84. Guy's name over there is Mark. Call sign November 6, Mike Tango Sierra. He makes pretty good product. I saw a video on this and I thought it was good. So I can check my common mode current chokes, you know, see how many ferrites I need or whatever. I'm new to ham, so I'm still learning, and I like to put things together. So let's see what's in here. Got the Halibut Electronics, looks like a little postcard. Got some QR codes in there. Let's see what else is in here. Got some patches for Halibut Electronics. And then we got, I think that's it for in there. And we got the package, how everything comes. Let's see what's in here. Halibut Electronics card. There's your QR code if you want to pause it. We'll put that over there. Got a sticker. Cool. Got the PCB board. Two sides to this board. You got the output side and the input side. Your VNA would go on the input side, it looks like, into port 1 and 2. And you put your SMAs on here. You push them through and you solder them on this side. And it says here socket here, so you're going to put it on this side so the SMA will stand off here, and you solder it here. On the other side, the output side, it's more SMAs. Socket here, so you would put it on this side and solder it on this side. Same thing with these switches. They're all going to be put, there's going to be a switch in the middle here, 2 here, and 2 here. And those for, you know, as you can see, isolation, through, open, short, load, test, and through. So your switches will be here, and on the opposite side is where you're going to solder those switches. Your BNC connectors, they're going to be on this side, the output side, and they're going to pop in here and here. You're going to solder them here. Your type N connectors are going to go here, and they'll bolt on with some M3 nuts and screws, I guess. And your SO239s will go here. These are all output, and you got banana plugs that'll go here. And we're gonna see if we can put this together. I don't know how long it's gonna take, so I might pause the video and continue after a little while, take a break. It shouldn't take long though. Let's see. So we got the board. Let's check our parts. bag of screws. These should be M3, I believe. That's for the connectors that go on here. It's for these guys. We got SO239, SO239. Let's just dump all this out. Get rid of this bag. You got your end connectors. Let's see. Should have 5 switches. Yep, there's a 3-way switch here. This is a 3-way switch. Should be a 2-way switch in the middle, I believe, and then 2 more 2-way switches. It doesn't matter which way you put them in, except for, I believe, these guys. They only go in one way. These, it doesn't matter which way you put them in, from what I read. You got your SMA connectors, 4 of those, 2 on the input side, 2 on the output side. You got your BNC connectors, and these things are long. I don't know why they're so long, but they are. Whatever, that's what I got. BNCs, and you got your banana plugs, which will just go through the board. I think what we're going to do is probably put, what it says in the instructions is to put the switches or the SMAs in first and solder those, and then move on up to the bigger stuff. So let's see, let's do this, the output side, input side. Looks like open short load. Here's an open short load right here. You got a spot for 3 pins and 1 pin, well, 4 and 2 rather. So it's going to go in orientated like that. That'll go through there, and then that'll get soldered right here. So let's see, maybe I'll just do one at a time and solder them. I'm gonna lay it down like this, hopefully it don't come out. I want it to sit flat. I don't want it to lay like this in there, so I may have to hold this somehow. You know what, maybe I'll just use a little piece of tape. Piece of tape to hold it, or let's see, that's wobbly. That's wobbly. Let me pause this for a minute. I'll get back in here in a second, see how I'm going to hold this. Alright, I'm back. I decided to put a little piece of scotch tape on the other side just to hold it somewhat level. And let's see how this solders. Let me put on my soldering glasses. Got the soldering iron heated up. Got some solder. Let's see. I'm not a professional at none of this, so we'll see how it works out. I gotta get in here close. Let's heat this up. Last one don't want to go. Well, I can't tell. Let me look at this thing close. Let's see. It's not the cleanest, but it is soldered. Take this tape off. It's definitely soldered. Let me see if you can see it on here. Focus. I'm using a GoPro camera. That's all I got right now for this. Anyway, that's soldered. Let me solder these other ones on here, and then I'll get back with you. Not the cleanest job, but I think I'm alright. I don't see any bridges. Sorry if this video is out of focus. Got a lot of solder on that middle one there, but I think it's alright. Alright, let's start with the SMAs. I'm going to put 2 on right here. So I'm going to go 1 right here. And then we're going to solder it over here. Nope. Maybe I'll put the other side on first. That on. And solder it there. It says in the paperwork that this is going to, the SMAs are a little bit more difficult to solder. Takes a little more heat. And put some tape on it to hold it. Just a little tape just to hold it straight. And now we'll see. Let's see. Let's get the center pin first, they say. Ooh, yeah, it's wobbly. Yeah, it takes some heat. It's definitely taking some heat to get those on there. It's on. But I think it's good. Not that clean of work though, boy, that's for sure. Definitely not. Let's get this other one in. I ain't a professional solderer, so oops. I'm a guitar player. I can shred some guitar, but all this yeah, that ain't sitting in there good. I'm gonna have to tape that one. I've only been doing ham radio since April 2024. I got the bug in probably January 2024 when I bought a little Baofeng. It's like a UV5R type, and then it just went crazy from there. Well, I went crazy from there and just wanted to be more, no more. And got my technician's license in April 2024. Then I went and got my general. Ooh, do the center one first. Got my general in October? No, August 2024. Been making a lot of contacts, having fun, building antennas. Now I'm building a test rig, and it's not that bad, but this isn't that easy, but it isn't that hard either. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not really a guy that solders all the time. I'm probably not doing something right, I'm sure. Definitely taking some time to get down in there. Come on. It's got to get pretty hot. There it goes. You see it when it gets to the right temperature. It floods right down inside there. Just pulls the solder right in. There we go. Maybe I'm getting better as I'm going. I think that went in. Alright, let me take a look at these. Take a close look. I mean, it don't look perfect. I guess it's good. Alright. So, wow, what a mess. Those are done. I gotta do the SMAs on the other side. Well, let's check it. Check what we got so far. Through. Shield's going, not the center. I mean the center's going. And the shield. Okay, I think that's the way it's going. Let's check this side. Alright. I think it's good. What are we on now? Let's go BNCs. Pretty sure this is going to go in here like this. Yep. And then there. Wish there was a way to hold this on there. This is crazy. I'm going to have to just hold it. Let's see. There's got to be some good tools for this to be able to do this. Looks like I got it straight. The thing is so big. Jeez. Ooh, yep, that hit my finger. Told you I don't know what I'm doing. It's not straight. Now it's straight. Oh, let's see if I get these other ones. Okay, well apparently my camera shut off. I don't know when it shut off, but this is what I'm up to. Got all my soldering done. Got the BNC connectors on. They're really long. I don't know why. Got my switches on. It's a little tricky soldering some of this, especially if you don't solder all the time. I'm about to put the end connectors in right now, which I got one nut and bolt in. One screw and nut. And throw this one in there. Flip it over. And we'll screw this on. I'm using a GoPro, so it's shut off, I guess, automatically. Why can't I get this? Oh boy. Come on, balance on there. There we go. Let's get it started. I wouldn't tighten those down like a ton. Just snug them up a little bit. It ain't gonna go nowhere. Let me make sure this is still on. Okay. There's one end connector. Let's throw the other one in there. Like I was saying before I realized the camera went off, you can get a little wire and solder the center to that little hole right there. But I'm not doing it. It's not needed for what I'm doing. I think. And if it is needed, I'll do it later. We're almost done. It says in the manual or in the instructions, you do not have to put on like these banana plugs if you don't want to. It's optional if you're not going to use them. So you might get better readings if you don't put them on. I'm just going to put them on so I have a complete test rig. If I ever want to take them off, I'll just take them off. But I got this for 2 reasons. Check my common mode chokes, see if they're working good, and also for the fun of putting this together, because to me this is fun. Even though it's sometimes can be a little tricky. Yeah, so if you don't know, I used to play in a band called Suffocation. Toured the world, and that's it. That's my story. Now I play with ham radio, amateur radio. I'm going to be making a video soon. I bought an ICOM IC 7300. And if you've seen some of my other videos, I like to put all my radios in cases. So I bought a case, you know, just a thing from Sweetwater. Got the panel made, and I have a 19-inch rack. My radio is basically in a 19-inch rack space, and I'm going to do a video on that. I mean, you've seen them before if you're into amateur radio, but it's pretty cool, and you can make it yourself. Just company out in California will make the panel for you if you want. Wow. I don't even have big fingers. This is crazy. I still can't get in here. That one feels cross-threaded or something. There it goes. Guess not. Make sure it's kind of straight. Snug it up. A lot of little screws. I should have just put rivets in here. But then I'd never get it out. Did I tighten this one? Nope. Tighten that up. One more part. Let's see. I'm gonna do these banana plugs in there. And is this camera still on? Okay. So I'm gonna unscrew this whole setup here. And I'm going to lose that middle piece because I don't want it. Put this on here. I actually have a little Phillips screwdriver here in case I need it. Oops, let me take that off. But I didn't even use it. I just used this little bit to tighten it. But now I got this one here, which this is 9/32. I'm just going to snug that up a little. Throw this one on. It's Sunday today. over here in South Carolina, and believe me when I tell you, it is hot outside. It's not just hot, it's humid. I'm drenched right now because I'm sitting in my garage. There's no AC. You could probably hear the fan going in the background. But I'm going to make another video using this thing, but I'm going to link a video of GraymanPOTA showing how it's used, because his video is really good. I don't know if he put his together or just bought it already together. Ooh, that's tight. What's up with that? Guess I gotta loosen that to tighten this. There we go. Make sure this is still going. Yep. Okay. Make sure this one's right. Yep. Alright. There it is. Did I do it right? Will it work? I don't know. Stand by. Well, don't stand by, actually. It's gonna be a little while. I'm tired today. But I will make a video connecting this up. But like I said, I'm going to share GraymanPOTA's video. I'll share a link to Halibut Electronics. But this is it. Common mode. What is it called? Common mode current choke test rig. It's a long name. But you got these little holes in the corner here. I may build some kind of thing to put this in or something, so it's not just a circuit board. But we'll see. Well, that's it. Enjoy. I hope it helped. I'll also like to say thank you to Mark over at Halibut for sending this out for me to put together and review. I'm gonna use it in a little while probably, and I'll make a future video probably of that. But like I said, I'll put a link to GraymanPOTA in the description so you can see how he used it. He's got a good video. Check it out.